Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episode by Tech Talk 360, where we unveil one bite at a time. Today, we have one of a very special guest and someone I have been looking forward to feature on this podcast. It's none other than Anderson Haran. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing good. Thank you for having
Uh,
me.
It's my pleasure. So,
And yeah, I appreciate. I wish you all the best to take this podcast to the next levels because I'm a huge fan of podcasts, and I think it has a big potential to get into detailed conversation about everything. Where in the TikTok world, everyone is keeping
absolutely.
something every 15 seconds, but deeper conversation
Yeah,
is important.
absolutely. That's true. A small intro about Anderson Haran is that he is a stand-up comedian and also a content creator where we see him frequently on TikTok and Instagram, and also the side that no one knows is a communication coach as well. So let's just jump off. Who is Anderson Haran?
Right now, the three things that you have mentioned is Anderson Haran. Uh, he is in simple terms, I'm a stand-up comedian, content creator, and a public speaking coach, public speaking slash communications coach. And I love to make people laugh and, and also help people if they need with something that I can contribute to them with. So in simple terms, that's who I am.
Simple answer. So let's just start from can you share a bit about your journey so far, like into public speaking, comedy, and content creation? How does this transition happens, and where do you begin?
Mm, it started during COVID because I think for a lot of people, COVID was the time that they did not have much to do. Their regular routine got spoiled and they had to
Yeah,
think of something new. And by that time, I think in Sri Lanka, TikTok was picking up slowly.
yeah,
And I was like, I did not have the TikTok app. So I downloaded it and I was watching everyone's content. I'm like, whoever you scroll, you can see 100,000 views or 100,000 likes, this many followers. I'm like, wow, okay, this is already looks like I'm too late for this. And I was like, okay, anyway, let me try this. And then I made some videos for TikToks with the student teacher kind of funny videos, comedy videos. Whatever happens at school, I thought maybe make something out of it and put it. And at the same time, I tried to do something because it's just four walls you're inside your house. You can't get out of the house because of the quarantine thing. You have to
yeah,
stay inside your house. So you can't even go out to relax. You can't do it. So which means you have to do something inside the house. So I was trying different videos, and over time, because I was consistent, I put at least one video per day, which is like a small skit, small funny video, something every day. And I started to see like a small growth. Anyway, at the beginning, it was very like 200 views done, and then became 1,000 views, and then became 2,000 views. And even though the views were going up, the follower base was not increasing. And I realized, okay, people need to see my face over and over again in order to follow. So after 10th or 20th video, people follow. So I think after 100 days or something, I got like 10,000 followers on TikTok. I was like, okay, I can now relax a little bit. I don't have to post every day, but maybe just, once a week or something, let me try because my personal goal is achieved. And at the same time, we started our own public speaking company that is Pufferfish, and the founder is Shuhaib Ali. So he is already an established public speaking coach, communications coach. He trains kids, adults, managers, CEOs, everyone. And at that time, when I met him for the first time, he was like, I can see some skills in you and tell me what do you want to become. And I was like, let me think. I think I can sing, I can dance, I think I can do public speaking, I can do backflip and all of that. And he was like, yeah, I know, okay, fine. You can do a lot of things, but you need to put all your focus in one. So what do you want to become? And I was like, okay, I like to make jokes. Okay, I can do stand-up comedy. And then only he has a history of doing stand-up comedy for a long time. Before, I think maybe, I don't know, 10 years back. So he actually guided me through stand-up comedy a little bit. We organized some open mics. It picked up well. At the same time, I was doing the content creation for my social media. So it was parallelly happening. But anyway, it was happening within the last 2 to 3 years only. So it's not like a long time, not like a long history, but it's a fast growth, I would say.
That's some amazing journey and transitions. So
Yeah,
actually,
yes.
did you have an inspiration when you started, and currently, where are you? Do you have any inspirations or anyone you follow, you take tips from, or something like that?
So that I would say a person that I know face to face would be Shoaib Ali. So he is the direct inspiration. I'm getting a lot and advice and everything from him. But there's obviously a lot of other inspirations outside. The influencers, other content creators, stand-up comedians. There are some really nice shows. Like Impractical Jokers is one of my favorite. Even now I watch it. It's a it's a great show. It's a social prank in a good way, not like a hurtful way, but it takes a lot of courage. Um, so I think yes, those multiple things are there. But anyway, if you ask me what are my number one shows, I would say Practical Jokers to get some comedy element, and of course,
Yeah.
there are some stand-up comedians as well, which I look
Uh,
at.
so you just touched upon the comedy element. So how do you like blend this comedy into your routines, into your content creation and your day-to-day tasks, the stuff that you do? How do you blend do you actually plan or brainstorm? How does that go?
There's not much of a planning involved unless I'm doing like a corporate collaboration kind of thing to promote their things. Then I have to
Okay.
plan, send a script, and get it approved, and then publish it. But if it's my own thing, I would just randomly walk or go to the beach, or when I'm traveling the bus, or when I'm in the washroom, I suddenly remember something funny that I can make, and I'm like, okay. Sometimes I just make it as soon as I get home. I quickly make it, quickly edit it, quickly post it, and then it gets a good reach. And also, I don't know, as content creators, a lot of people know this. When they plan something really well, it doesn't go viral. But something that you are just naturally doing
Accidentally
because you think it's
planned.
funny, it goes, yeah, there's something about a subconscious thing that can make things viral. But when we plan it and try to make it perfect, it doesn't go viral. So comedy is anyway a part of everything. I would say every single human in this world has that capacity to make something funny, something relatable to their own profession or lifestyle. They're just not willing to try it. For example, if you're doing podcasts, I'm pretty sure you have faced a lot of podcast related issues. Joining
Yeah.
online or inviting people, all the frustrating things are there. I'm pretty sure you can make funny things out of that.
True.
So that's comedy. So whatever is relatable, I'm pretty sure if you make something like that, everyone who is doing podcasts, everyone who is doing interviews online, they will obviously feel it, like, oh, this happens to me as well, and they share it with other people. So comedy is everywhere. So that's a
Mm.
part of. It's not just for me. It's a part of
Mm.
everyone's life routine.
So now, just we have all the tech, the new tech that's there, AI, and even the apps are developed. Even when you create content, it just saves a specific time because of the AI. So how do you deal with this new tech that you use when creating content? How does that actually help you? And maybe you can give some tips as well.
I'm not like a tech person, even though I was a software engineer 5 to 6 years back. I have become completely non-tech, but yes, of course, I use ChatGPT to get some, not ideas, to get some information. Like if I'm using a new tool, you can quickly ask how to use this, and then it quickly gives you the ideas. If I want some lighting techniques, if I want some comedies, how to structure comedy, something like that, yes, I use. Apart from that, I use very basic. Like, people look at me like, you are a software engineer and you're not using tech much. I'm like, no, I'm becoming a human now. I'm trying to become a human. So very simple setup. I use a phone camera and use my own brain to think of ideas and maybe get some inspiration from other creators, and use my phone to edit the video also
Yeah.
the color grading, everything I do it on my phone. I don't use the laptop for any of my content creation. So tech wise, maybe I'm very resourceful. I try to use what I have to the maximum, but obviously there
I
must
mean,
be really good tools that I'm not aware of.
but you're doing a pretty good job without them.
Yeah, it serves the purpose.
So,
Maybe,
yeah,
I'm not saying I'm gonna get stuck in this place. Obviously, when I grow, maybe I can hire more tech people and have proper DSLR cameras and maybe do
yeah,
a bigger production. That will be there as we keep doing what we do.
yeah. So if you come back to the stuff that you do for like public speaking, like what type of tips that you can give to the youth who actually wants to come to this space, public speaking and stand-up comedian, kind of tips and stuff that you can give to the youth to inspire them to come to this space?
So for public speaking, like, I would say the base is the confidence, right? So there's a lot of other things on top of the confidence, or you can call it comfort zone. All of those are there, but I would say the primary thing is confidence. So whatever you can do to improve your confidence. So sometimes it's the fear that is holding you from posting something, but the moment you face that fear, like, I don't care whatever happens after I post this, I'm just going to post it, and that will give you the confidence that you're looking for. So whatever that is that you're not completely sure of, but you're like, the fear is holding you, just do it. Just put it. If you have a video that you have edited and you don't want to post it, just post it. That will give you some confidence. And you won't, there's an open mic happening and they're asking if you want to sing or do any poems, and you're thinking, oh, this is my first time, I'm not sure how this is going to go. Now the fear is holding you, you're like, just quickly just take it. Don't think too much, just take it. That will give you a little bit of more confidence. So confidence doesn't suddenly pop up because you're like feeling perfect, but those small things that you're doing every day that is kind of new, kind of, you know, making your brain think a little creatively, those things will over time make you confident. So if I go back to my old videos, like if I check I don't know how many videos I have done, funny videos, or how many times I have got on stage, but it never like one experience made me confident. Every small thing that I did made me confident over time. Like this, like, just imagine it's like a scoreboard or something. Okay, so the first time I'm getting on stage, I get 0.1 confident, and the second time I get 0.3% confidence. So I do so many of that. So after 50 shows or something, I still get 50% confidence only. But I keep doing it,
Yeah,
and I get more and more confident and comfortable. So there's not like a direct tip for them to try and get it in one day or something. But if you ask me to give that tip in one sentence, I would say every small opportunity that you can take it. It could be speaking, it could be making content. Social media platform is great for you to experiment things. Take those small experiments and see how it goes. There's nothing to lose. So
yeah,
that would be my tip. And the current generation can take advantage of the social media to the max. And if they can do it, they can do wonders.
yeah. So, what I also can, what I wanted to know is that the current generation, everyone is a content creator. Everyone is making content and putting it where they are. How do they stand unique in that space? What, like, how do they, is it creativity or is it the quality? What do you say, what matters the most?
So everyone is posting, but I don't think everyone is a content creator. You know, so they just, if they post a selfie with their friends, or if they put a picture of their trip, that doesn't make them a content creator, right? It's just they are just showing the life that they are living, good life or bad life, whatever it is.
Yeah,
So when I say content creator, it's like you're picking one routine, one niche, one purpose. Like you want to be known for this reason. Like Anderson is known for comedy. So Russell is known for podcasts. So in that way, they should have one. First of all, they have to pick one purpose that they want to be known for. It could be dancing, could be singing, could be tech tips, whatever it is. They have to pick one and try to create it has to be video these days, not photos. Photos is dying now. If they have to try and make small videos, I would recommend small videos, very simple, small, easy to make kind of videos, so that they can put consistently. I don't want anyone to put a lot of effort to make one video by spending 1 month or 1 week. I would recommend, because frequency is the consistency, cut it off. Frequency is the most important part of content creation. So, as I told you, how I got a good follow on TikTok, because I kept
mm,
posting every single day for like 100 days. Something that was simple, simply editable, simply I can put like 15-second videos, just 15 seconds in front of the light. I just record, edit, post. That's it. So I want everyone to start in that way. First, pick what they want to be known for and make short, simple content, and increase the frequency of posting until they reach the goal. And while they're doing that, without even them realizing, they are going to improve something in each video. They don't realize it's improving, but they improve. It's
yeah,
a subconscious thing. Like when you keep doing something, your brain is like, okay, what about me trying this small thing on the next video? That's how you grow. It's not like a dramatic, sudden change. It's a nice, slow growth.
perfect. So just next segment is just I'm going to ask you three questions and it can be very short answers. So if I ask you, uh, what's your favorite public speaking tip that you can give?
Speak loud, slow, with pauses and body language. Okay. You want one, is it? Okay. Okay, speak loud and
Okay, we
slow.
can give
That
it to
I would
three.
say speak loud and slow.
Okay.
Okay,
So the
loud,
next question,
slow with body language. Speak loud, slow with body language.
the next question can be a bit harder because every moment can. So what I wanted to ask is the funniest moment from your stand-up performances. I know every moment you make is funny, but let's just say one.
Funniest moments happen when we did not, like, it happens from the audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. When you
So
come,
it's
when you
not.
like
It's like
engage.
it's not something I predict. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not something I control or I predict. It's not something the audience control or predict. But when both of that happen at the same time, unpredictable thing, and how the comedians deal with it, it becomes really funny.
yeah,
Like sometimes when you're speaking on the mic and you tell a terrible joke, and the mic automatically switched off one day. Okay, so we don't know how the mic turned off, but we also
yeah,
realized it was not a good joke that we were telling. And another person came and said, "Oh, the mic switched off because of your comedy." Because it just happened naturally. So it was funny. So it's
yeah.
random. It's unpredictability is the fun part of it, and how we deal with it in a stupid way.
One piece of advice for aspiring comedians who come to that space.
Open mics. Take all the open mics and try it.
Nice. And the next question that I ask is that I have been asking this for the last couple of episodes. That's a static question. So what I ask is, what is that final one thing that you have to say for the youth of Sri Lanka and for Sri Lanka? We've been facing downturns, crises, and stuff like that. In the industry that you are in, what do you have to say for Sri Lanka and the youth of Sri Lanka? And what else do you want to say to them?
I would say they have to work on their self-esteem. So their social media is their first company. So I want them to invest time to learn, to create content and improve their confidence, speak what they think is right, spread knowledge. I want that to happen. I want, because without even you knowing it, your social media is your first company. So I want everyone is an entrepreneur because they have social media. So if they can work on that and decide who they want to be known for, I think we all will go to a great place and people will start to find people who are in the same niche. The community will grow. All the comedians can get together. All the singers can get together, collaborate. It will be a great future. So I want everyone to
Um,
focus on some content creation that is useful for them and also for other people using their social media. And of course, they can start earning and can see all the growth that's happening afterward.
Amazing. So let's just finish off with what are your future aspirations in the realms of coaching, content creation, comedy? How do you plan to improve and go to next level?
I don't have like a specific task to focus on, but I know I'm going on the path. You know what I mean. So
Yeah,
you're in the
yeah,
journey, but you don't have. You're in the right path, but you don't know where exactly you're going to land. But
yeah,
you're
yeah.
working on where you want to. But if you want me to just give me like specific things, I would say stand-up comedy. Yes, I want my, if it's measurable, I want 1 million followers for my Instagram, for the work I do, for the content I create. I want to be more relatable, make people happy and enjoy my content. So that if that is like a task I can focus on. And of course, public speaking, I want to make sure that there's maybe branches of our public speaking company to be in different parts of the island or the world, or even if each school can add public speaking as subject from grade one, the future will be super good. So something like that. So if that can
Absolutely.
happen, that would be also great. And of course, stand-up comedy, I want to do more shows in different parts of the country, or if possible, one or two shows. So I have done shows in different cities in Sri Lanka, but I want to do some shows in different countries too. That's a beginning of something big, if I can.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Anderson, for joining in today with me for the podcast. And I hope our viewers will get the best out of it and you say had some outstanding insights. You pretty much know how this podcast space works. Let's just give some comments on my podcast and how I can improve as well.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we had this discussion before as well. So I want this podcast to happen on site, physical. Okay. Because, when I go to a podcast, I should feel like I'm going for a podcast because now I'm at home. Like,
Yeah,
I know it's a great podcast, but I'm at home now. You know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah.
I want to go out and then have that vibe. It could be a coffee shop or whatever it is, because I can see you have a bigger purpose. So bigger purpose has to happen at slowly. It has to go to that place, because you know what you're doing. Uh, you know what question to ask. You're listening carefully, so everything is there. Just slowly, I want to see that, and I'm here to provide as much support as I can.
Thank you so much. If there's anyone viewing in who wants to connect with you and get in touch, maybe they can reach you out on LinkedIn. Is that okay?
LinkedIn I check very less frequently, but yes, LinkedIn they can. But I would be very active on Instagram.
Okay. Okay, then we can just link down the Instagram link as well down. Thank you so much
Yeah.
again. That's another
Thank you.
episode from Tech Talk 360, unveiling one bite at a time.